Colonel Michael B. Black was born at the hospital on the campus of Tuskegee University in February 1963. 5 months later, his dad, Clinton Black, graduated with honors from the institute and was awarded a direct commission into the U.S. Army Signal Corps. Mike grew up as a textbook military brat as he transferred from school to school. He learned to speak Italian while attending the Italian Montessori school in Asmara, Ethiopia. Mike excelled in both academics and competitive team sports. That laid the foundation for leadership, teamwork, communications, and discipline. His dad was his primary inspiration to join the military, followed by his church, and finally by the Tuskegee Airmen. In 1981, he received a congressional appointment to the U.S. Air Force Academy from Congressman Jack Edwards, Alabama. Before departing for the academy, Mike visited the congressman in his office and received the following advice in a true Southern drawl. "Looky here, son, don't you let me or your daddy down." And Mike certainly did not. He was a distinguished military graduate. Mike followed his dad's footsteps by choosing the cyber and communications career field. Armed with his diploma, his commission, and new gold bars, Second Lieutenant Black was off to Keesler Air Force Base for basic communications officer training. Once again, Mike was a distinguished graduate and #1 in his class. His early career was filled with opportunities to hone his technical, program management, and leadership skills. As commander of the 5th Combat Communications Squadron, Mike led 59 theater communications projects critical to CENTCOM's C-4 mission success. At Langley Air Force Base, he led the $27 million communications bed-down that ensured initial operational capability of the F-22. On the air staff, Colonel Black executed a $4 billion theater deployable communications program for U.S. Central Command. He also delivered scarce tactical air traffic control resources to steer and sustain the air war in Operations Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom. He served as deputy commander, then commander of the White House Communications Agency for 4.5 years. He had a no-fail mission to provide assured global information services to the President, Vice President, and others as directed, ensuring the White House is able to communicate with anyone under any condition. He flawlessly executed over 2,000 presidential missions, including the bin Laden raid, and close-hold presidential visits to Iraq and Afghanistan. Mike also created a video table talk entitled "Going Inside the White House Communications Agency." Through this interview, he provided audiences worldwide with a first-hand perspective on what it takes to lead at this one-of-a-kind White House organization. After Mike retired, this table talk won 3 Telly Awards. But it wasn't all work and no play. There were perks for Mike and his family during the holiday season. At the end of his tour, Colonel Black was inducted into the Waka Hall of Fame. Colonel Black retired from the Air Force in 2011. For the next 10 years, he used his skills and connections to help small, veteran-owned businesses grow. He helped Premier Management Corporation join the ranks of Incorporation 5000 by growing its business and expanding its customer base. He guided JMA Solutions in expanding their work with the FAA through its administrator, Dan Elwell. In 2022, Mike joined AFCEA International as Vice President Defense. He leads defense operations that support global, large-scale trade shows and conferences. He builds strong professional relationships with government, industry, and academia partners to further position AFCEA as a leader in the cyber, defense, security, intelligence, and related information technology disciplines. Now, at the pinnacle of his career, Mike credits his father for his patriotism and for inspiring him to join the military. He credits his mother for instilling in him a passion for education and learning. He credits his success to emotional intelligence, using it as a force multiplier to enhance good decision-making. Mike is most proud of his veteran family for all their accomplishments. Colonel Michael B. Black is proudly inducted into the Cyber Operations and Support Hall of Fame.